Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited Kitchen Rants. It is the 22nd of March, 3 something in the morning, and I'm still coughing. Went to the doctor over this, and the prescription is weird. I have to drink a lot of water as I down it, and then on top of that, I can't lay down for 30 minutes. It's weird, but that's okay, because, working writer. Mystery Project had a bit of a setback. I'm not satisfied. So I tore it down to the studs, and that's not a bad thing. Happens when you're a pantser, happens when you're working on a big book, like a novel thing. Fine, do it. Because, and of course, save everything, all the failed drafts, because they do come back in handy. It's just, the cookbook is my double-edged sword. It is my blessing and my curse, because I keep coming up with better ways to tell the character, and that's like, I don't have writer's block. I have creative paralysis. I have this. I can do better than that. I can do better than that. I can do better than that. And so I do. And then when I'm done, my book evolves, evolves, evolves. It's very painful, this evolution, but it has to be done. Then on top of that, there's a death in the family. And then on top of that, yeah, that there is no on top of that. It's my uncle. Um, this guy bought me my first computer. He thought I'd be like, well, I come from a bunch of smart guys apparently, and the bulk of them knew stuff like, okay, technical stuff. They could fix stuff. Da 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 da. Me, no. But that first computer is what I wrote my first crappy book on. Actually, my second crappy book. My first crappy book I wrote as a kid on a typewriter. This was my first crappy book as an adult. And then I wrote the next crappy book after that. And then on top of that, I created a role playing game on which is based the antagonist cookbook. And it sped me along. If he and some other anonymous relatives didn't chip in and get that computer, I wouldn't be talking to you right now, because I'd be about 4 or 5 years behind, if at all, in this business. Um, and I just found out he passed Sunday. Uh, mm. And of course, you have your carpe diem moments, but I'm already there. I mean, I don't need a shot in an arm and shot in the arm to keep doing what I'm doing. It's just kind of sad watching people get minused from your life, one by one by one by one. And it doesn't make me write any harder, because I think the bills make me write harder and harder and harder and harder. And also the fact that uh, I got so much to say. I got so much to say on paper. I got so much stuff to put on paper. I got so many people to run into and hopefully get them into writing their own stuff out there. And I haven't even met them yet. I haven't done half the scale of stuff I could have done in a perfect world, right? That one's always going to haunt me. Okay, so there was one silver lining to this week. I was messing with the cookbook, which I currently think of as Triple X Moonshine, right? The good stuff, the hooch stuff, the Beverly Hillbillies stuff, right? Rheumatism medicine, right? That's basically how the cookbook works. You come up with an idea, you flesh it out a little bit, you flip pages at random, you make the idea better, right? So I was selling one at a gig this past Sunday, and Dad's like, okay, how does this thing work? Okay, give me a character class, give me anything. Basketball player. Okay, fine. So he gives me the basketball player. I flip through a page and athlete. You have a superhuman skill set involving a sport. Pick the sport. Okay, basketball. Next flip. Scroll down. Speedster. And I just close the book. What if this dude comes out of nowhere, plays better than LeBron, Kobe, Steph, Jordan, everybody, and he makes it look easy. His secret, he's a speedster. In his mind, everything's in slow motion. He can turn it on, turn it off. No one's figured it out yet. Gets his powers through some sort of steroid, and he shoots. He shoots. He shoots. He shoots. He hits. He can hit from anywhere in the court he wants to, even the opposite end. He's trained himself to just be an elite shooter, but he also just knows the game. He studied all sides of it, and someone rats him out that his process is based on a drug. And there goes his LeBron scale contract. There goes the Nike deals. There goes potentially hundreds of millions of dollars. Poof, gone. And he's having a meeting with some suit explaining this, the NBA, and he's dribbling a ball, and he's just walking around because dribbling helps keep him calm. But maybe one of the side effects of that drug, if you're off it too long, is it makes you crazy. And damn it, he kills this guy. And then it's like he kills this guy. He doses in his office. It kicks in. Then he kills this guy with a basketball. Like, he can turn a basketball into a jackhammer. And he was just being nice with that guy. And cops come, superheroes come, and after a stint in prison, he comes out as the dribbler. They call him the dribbler, but no one's laughing because he basically modified he has like a, inflatable arsenal of balls, and you laugh until he literally fills the air with that one ball, just, and kills everybody but you. And he looks at you and says, "Who's laughing now?" And he turns you headless. And it's goofy, ha 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 ha, until it's well written enough to be something almost like a horror story. I mean, dude's a franchise villain. Especially if he decides to just sit back and take over all organized crime in your town. An evil Flash who can study the game, has an inflated ego, indomitable will, blah, blah, blah. And I stop there. But that's cookbook. So the process that I use to create my characters in the normal process, I adore it. It's awesomeness. I figured I could not make it better. Then I did. And like a kid on Christmas, and maybe just a deal with my uncle, I've just been making up characters. And I'm rebuilding some parts of the starting cast. So look for some mods. But you don't even know what I'm talking about, so don't worry about it. But that's kind of my week. I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited Kitchen Rants. I'm going to shut up now and get back to work. Please like and subscribe. iVillain.net is where the books are. 20 of them so far on Amazon. I need to finish off book 21. I know. Probably won't be able to get back to it till next week. I got to work for the next 5 straight days. Fun. Start on a short story with a mystery project. That's going to take the lion's share because I got to rebuild it from scratch and I have to get back to where I was. Then I can set it aside. Oy. All right. Have a nice one, folks.